Hello and welcome to DadPooLoWeen. I'm your host, DadPooL, and today is day two of DadPooLoWeen. And today we're discussing John Carpenter's The Thing. Just like yesterday's film for day one, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Thing kind of has a similar theme, and similar like paranoia to it. And it's just it's crazy that I had these two to start off, but The Thing is probably top five, maybe even top two movies of all time, and I'm talking any genre. Uh, I mean, this film touches on everything that's perfect for the year it was made, 1982. Between, like I said, tone, uh, practical effects, story. Uh, Again, it was just ahead of its time. And yes, this is sort of a remake to, I believe it came out in 1951. And then they also had a prequel in 2011, which I know a lot of people tend to dislike. I kind of enjoy it. I kind of like how it set up this movie. Um, so, again, this is DadPooLoWeen. I'll be doing this for the next 29 days. Rain or shine, breathing or not breathing, alive or dead. This content's coming to you. So let's get into it. So John Carpenter's 1982 film The Thing is a masterpiece of science fiction and horror cinema. It's set in the remote Antarctic at Outpost 31, and this film follows a group of scientists and researchers who encounter an extraterrestrial life form that can mimic any living organism it comes into contact with. Um, Again, very similar to Invasion of the Body Snatchers with the pod people. Um, so I think these are two great movies to start off your October with. Um, let's get into like the atmosphere and the setting. Um, the Thing, I mean, it excels in creating such a claustrophobic, intense atmosphere. The desolate Antarctic landscape serves as the perfect backdrop for the isolation and paranoia that ensues. The production designs, the practical effects for the base are exceptional, and it really makes you feel like you're confined and gives you that cold, chilly feeling when you watch it. The characters, again, let's get back to the cast. I mean, you had Kurt Russell, Keith David, Wilford Brimley, uh, Fred Messer. Uh, I mean, it goes T.K. Carter. I mean, these are good, great actors with a lot of who eventually go on to do great things in their film career. Um, I mean, the characters are distinct and well defined, each with their own quirks, and they all have their own personality. Uh, and again, Kurt Russell's portrayal of R.J. McCready is very memorable. He's a rugged, uh, pragmatic kind of guy. Uh, he's the one in the helicopter in the opening in the beginning of the movie. He actually becomes like the de facto leader. I mean, he's the one who really gets down, creates a plan to try to figure out uh, who or what this thing is, and if it's affected anybody else. Um, Speaking of the practical effects, um, Rob Rob Bottin. I mean, it's a standout film for him. The gruesome and grotesque transformations of the alien. It's both horrifying and impressive, and they still hold up today, even by today's special effects standards. Similarly to Invasion of the Body Snatchers, again, practical effects. I said it yesterday, I say it today. It's a long lost art. And if you don't have someone that's skilled at pulling these effects off, that's going to throw your whole movie off. I mean, yeah, sure, anybody can make a blood splatter. Anybody can take some latex, make some fake cuts, maybe utilize a toilet paper or something. But it's the great ones that pull off these effects. The Savinis, the Nicoteros. So that's a key point to this movie. That alien, that thing, when you first see it transform from the dog, I felt bad. I felt bad for the dogs, even though no animals were harmed in the filming of that movie. But the thing is probably one of my favorite on-screen creatures of all time, and I would debate you that in the comments if you feel there's another creature that's practical that looks better than the thing. I mean, when they're trying to shock that guy to life and he puts the paddles into his chest and it just opens up mouth, bites that's brutal. And then the spider forms out of the guy's head, and just the sounds, and then walk. It's just unreal. This movie is by far, top to bottom, beginning to end, one of the best out there. And I'm sure it's probably high on a lot of people's list as well. But again, go in the comments, let me know. So getting back to that, the tension and paranoia, the thing excels in building that tension and paranoia among the characters. Just the fear alone of not knowing who might be the alien imposter just keeps us as the audience on the edge throughout the entire film. Especially when they're doing that blood scene. He's heating up that, was it like a coat hanger, a piece of metal, and he's putting it into the blood, and you just wait, and it's just, you think you know who the monster is, but then it's just, you're terrified. You're on the edge of your seat. You're like, you're invested. This movie makes you invested into the film. So the distrust and paranoia are extremely palpable, and they contribute significantly to the suspense. Again, not knowing who, and they cast off Wilford Brimley, and then you never think it's the one when they're doing that, and the guy in the chair, and it starts shaking, and it just, gruesome scenes, very gruesome scenes. And adding to that tension and adding to that suspense and fear and paranoia is the soundtrack. Ennio Morricone's haunting and the minimalist score just adds to that eerie atmosphere. The use of music is sparring, but it's highly effective in enhancing the sense of what's about to happen. And again, being a John Carpenter film, John Carpenter is one of the best, provides the best scores to movies, that he's not going to do a movie and he's not going to make sure that music is right. And that thing, the theme to it, that dun 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 dun, like, that's, again, so iconic. And I could talk about this movie all day, but I'm going to try to keep these videos to about 10-15 minutes. Try to touch on different areas of each of the film. As far as the themes to this film, again, it goes back in it similar to yesterday. This film explores the themes of identity, trust, and fear of the unknown. It raises a lot of questions about human nature and how individuals react when faced with I can't talk today, an existential threat. Um, so yeah, when we as humans are put into an adverse situation, or a situation to where we may not know what is going to happen, what the end result is, our usual reaction is panic, defense mode, because we want to try to push away and keep us safe and just focus and be selfish. I mean, this film is definitely highlights that McCready is as much as he cares about his crew, he is truly out to protect himself. And even up until the last scene, you know, there's some respect among the last two, but there's also unknown and like trusted. Like, is that the real McCready? Is that the real Childs? It's just riveting, and it just crawls at your skin, kind of plucks at your nerves a little bit. Um, and that adds to the pacing and the direction of this film. Like I said, John Carpenter. I mean, he's a top notch director. This pace of the film is done so balanced and expertly. The quiet moments of tension with intense bursts of horror. It's kind of like that slow build and then boom, jump scare without the jump scare. Like, he's just known for creating that somber mood and then just goes balls to the wall intensified. Um, the slow burn approach builds up to a gripping climax, and that's like I just explained, how you get to the end of the movie and the even after that explosion and McCready blows up the base, but you're still left there unknown. Did they really kill the real thing, or is it one of the last two? And that's where that paranoia and that mind fear comes into play. I mean, this the movie The Thing has definitely had a lasting impact on the horror genre. It inspired numerous other films, games, and books. It's definitely has its footprint on the Alien franchise and on the X-Files. Really, it's a game changer of a movie. Like I said, I know it's at the top of a lot of people's lists, so I'm hoping you guys, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Uh, Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. If you've already seen this, then let me know in the comments what your favorite parts of the film is, or maybe if you didn't like it, if you have that opinion, why didn't you like it? You know, leave some examples down below. And then finally, in summary and in closing, The Thing, it's a classic horror. It's a classic in the horror genre. Known again for its outstanding practical effects, memorable characters, and intense atmosphere. Its ability to maintain tension and paranoia throughout the whole narrative is a testament, like I said, to Carpenter's filmmaking prowess. He's known for creating that tension that just builds and builds and builds and finally just boom, hits you right in the face. It's a must see for not only horror fanatics but sci-fi fanatics. You can label it in either genre, but I still consider it horror subgenre sci-fi. Overall, though, The Thing is is a thrill ride. I mean, here's the Let's see if we can pull this up. So we, there's the creature I was talking about when they were trying to revive that character back to life, and the head, you see the head just breaking off the body, and it's just the inside just flapping around, and then it just starts to sprout these legs. It's crawling around. It's on fire. It's just unreal, and that's again all practical. Like none of the CGI crap. Which I'm not saying I don't like CGI, but practical is definitely the way to go. And then again here, the iconic scene with McCready. Kurt Russell just killed it in this character in this movie, and it set him on a huge path to Big Trouble in Little China, Tango and Cash, onward and onward. Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. I mean, he is just the actor. He's probably one of my top 5 actors of all time, just for the performances he puts on in his movies, and no different for this movie. So that brings the end of day 2 for DadPooLoWeen. And like I said, this was the movie The Thing. Go check it out. It's a great watch, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts on the movie, whether it's positive or negative. It's all good. All your opinions count. And be sure to check out my links in the description. Between TikTok and Twitch and my YouTube and the Horror Story podcast. Go check them all out. And if you're interested in coming on and discussing horror, then hit me up. Hit me up and let me know. And we can definitely have a conversation. I'm curious to know what all of your thoughts are. And we can pick a movie that you want to talk about or a topic, and we can discuss it. Come on here, and we can dedicate an hour or two and have that talk. But I hope that you like this. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Like I said, there's 29 more days of this DadPooLoWeen, and then November I'll be doing more horror movie review, and then Christmas we got the 25 days of Christmas horror, where I'll be talking about holiday slashers. Some will be ones I've already seen, and there are going to be some new watches. And again, I would love to have you on to discuss any of these movies. But until then, this is the end of this episode. Just want to say, just love each other, give each other a hug, and have a great day. Take care.